Working out for a long time, too many people work out with their ego and not with the actual clarity and with science. What we do is a lot of people get injured. If you want to go ahead and work out correctly without injury, do the proper procedures. My name is Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer. I talk about this stuff because I've lived through it. And I am where I am because I've done things right. Now, working out with your ego. A lot of people work out with their ego and they don't do a lot of things correctly because what happens is it's like you're going to be the guy that lifts a whole bunch. And I mean, there has been so much in life where I've seen it in days where there's been a strongman competition on TV, and even little kids, even like when I was a kid, I want to be strong. I want to lift all that weight. I want to be really big. You don't have to lift a ton of weight. You have to be able to do this procedure properly in order to be able to gain the muscle, because your body will not respond in the right way if you're straining it. It's like, oh, I'm going to lift 100 pounds. I'm going to lift. And I do here, like, that's teenage crap. You don't need any of that. You don't need to be able to be and if you are a teenager watching this, no offense to you, I'm sure you're brilliant. But what you got to do is you've got to be able to do it smart. You've got to work out with your brain. Don't work out with here. Because your heart is going to tell you, I'm going to lift a whole bunch. I'm going to do this. And then that ego, that little voice in your head, that little man, is going to be the one that's going to kill you. It's going to hurt you badly. When I was growing up, I have cerebral palsy issues. It's pretty bad today. At least I could do a nice peace sign, I guess. Kind of. But when I was growing up, I desperately wanted to be stronger. And there was one time what happened was I strained myself right across my chest. And I first started working out. Not doing too bad, just genuinely being all right. And I was doing these bench presses. And my buddy Ryan was adding all this weight. And the bar was about 60 pounds. I was, probably about 130 at the time. And, I was built solid. I wasn't fat. I wasn't really skinny either. But I was in decent shape. So I'm thinking, I want to lift, I could bench press 200 pounds. And I did it once, and I felt this giant feeling of a tear in my body. And it just went, and that was so bad. I couldn't breathe. I'm turning purple. And I'm like, oh God, Ryan, oh man. Of course, what happened? You're 13 years old, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna tell anybody a damn thing so you don't want to get in trouble. You're going, oh no, I'm gonna be okay. And what did I do? I went into the shower and I showered for probably about 2 hours, thinking it would get the pain to go away. Now the good thing is it actually worked somewhat, because like the steam helped my muscles build a little more, but I couldn't lift anything for I think a good solid year. And there went my opportunity to be the strongest kid in school at 13. Now I know that sounds really weird, but 13 is when you're younger, speaking from a 35-year-old, when you're younger, that's when you have the biggest ego in the world. You want to be able to do great things. You're dreaming, and it's super important to be that way. But you've got to make it to that point when you want to be big. And you've got to do it smartly. Here's some things you can do. Number 1, study under someone. Make sure someone's watching you. If you're a child, maybe you can hire a trainer. Well, your parents may be able to handle it for you. Or maybe you have enough in your allowance for an hour for somebody to talk to. Maybe you have somebody in your family who works out and does really good. So they teach you under tutelage. Pay attention though, because they'll tell you the same thing I'm going to tell you, and a lot of people have told me. It took me a while to listen. It takes time. Your body, you are building muscle. You're not buying it, you're not doing anything else, but you are just buying muscle in order to be able to be better. Takes time. Listen, study under someone, have them watch you and ask, can you please watch me do this? Make sure I'm doing it right. Because number 2, master the right technique. Okay, if you get the right technique, you're gonna do it, because a workout is 3 things in reality: 50% mental, 30% technique, and 20% diet. It doesn't matter how much weight you're lifting. Like, I'm in pretty decent shape, but my bench, my curls to work my biceps are probably about maybe 70 pounds. Now, I'm 205. So, and generally I'm not looking to be like the thickest dude in the world. I want to be a little bit more ripped, but I'm not going to go ahead hyperextend it for a little tinier muscle. I'm going to do bigger things. I'm really going to push on my legs, which if you followed my Instagram story, my last leg press was 300 pounds. So that was really super good, because I am working on trying to build my legs up a lot more, and I want to push heavier weight. My arms, I choose not to. Listen to your body. Start small. Once you've learned to start small, work your way up, and as we said, the technique has to be right. You have to go ahead and do the right things. When you do the right technique, then you will get bigger. 3, under that tutelage, what are they eating? What did they eat? What should you eat? Have a variety of your diet. Do it the right way. You are not going to want to eat that sugary treats anymore. You're not going to want to eat that candy. Bonus number 4, have the goal. What do you want to do? Talk to people about it. I want to be skinnier. I want to be more ripped. But do not tie it to a new year. At the time of recording this, we are like about 12.5 days away from Christmas, give or take a few. But we want to, in the new year, I'm gonna be good. Start it right now. If it means that much to you, go the heck after it. You can be great. You can do wonderful things. So, that's where we stand. You're not working out with your ego. Your ego is going to want you to bench press and do things. Give yourself patience. It's going to be fine. You're going to do well. All right. I got a lot of mileage to go, so we'll cut it off here, okay? If you like this video and you want to talk about other things with mental health, there's a video about depression that's right about here. Go ahead and take a look at that. Continue to climb, and I'll see you there.